Sorry for my mic quality being worse. It's gonna be like this for a while. Doors. Okay, wait, hold up. I've already used that intro. I can. The game doors. Yes, Roblox doors. The one where you need to open 100 doors and get to the end and whatnot. Yeah, that. I am a huge nerd when it comes to that game. So, I decided to make a whole Minecraft map split into 4 parts that has a really similar concept to doors, as one does. Totally. So this video will basically just guide you through what this map contains, and then I'll show you some funny moments from when my friends played this map. This game also has an original OST composed by yours truly, so if you want to hear those songs on their own, they will be uploaded at a later date. Anyways, it's time to get started with Act 1. You are an office worker, a researcher, who investigates anomalies. However, due to a recent incident, your company has evacuated out of the research site. You are the last one left. So the first part of this map takes place in an office, of course. You're on the top floor and you need to use the elevator to get down. However, after every floor, the elevator button breaks and you need to find a new button located somewhere on the floor. Enough with the somber tones. Alright, let's get into the first danger, because, yeah, this was meant to be for Halloween, so of course I need to make it horror-based, just like my last map. Okay, first of all, there is an anomalous fire that is the first quote-unquote monster you'll encounter. Its name is Inferno, and it will never go out, according to the lore. The way to avoid this one is pretty simple. Just don't get burned and find the button and leave the room as quickly as possible, or else you will suffocate. Don't test me. Secondly, there are the headless. They are called headless because they don't got head. No, wait, hold on, not that kind. They are statues that have missing heads. They'll randomly appear behind you, and if you look at them, you will take damage. And of course, you have to figure this out the hard way. Well, you don't have to, but literally everyone who played this did. Lastly, there is the mimics. They are- wait, no, wait! Ah, crap. This is Confidence, a sort of higher being that you will meet every time you die. The first time, they basically just introduce themselves, and they're here to make sure that you escape the city alive and not torn to shreds by an anomaly. They have the power to revive you, but this rewinds time a bit, sending you back to the first room of the current act, or part. Where was I? Oh yeah, the mimics. These little guys are pretty simple, but it'll take a second before you actually notice them. Essentially, on these floors the button doesn't break, and if you step out of the elevator, you get cardiac arrest and perish. The simple solution is to just notice that the button is still there and press it. By now you're probably getting used to the gameplay loop of knowing how to deal with the anomalies and finding the button. However, once you reach room 25, things start to change. Let me just show you what I mean. That was Dread, another higher being that wants you killed, and he will stop at nothing to make sure that happens. He's also named after the map for reasons. This floor acts different because you need to now find power cells instead of a button and place them into this thing. After that, you need to press the button that will enable the basement gate. Dread will then proceed to find your ass, and then there will be a chase to the end. Welcome to Act 2, the basement, which is also arguably the most difficult act out of all of them. Yes, the second one. Anyways, Here you will encounter 3 new anomalies, which I'll just speed through pretty quickly because you've essentially gotten the gist of it. Dread is on your ass, so therefore you can now run out of time, which is basically when he catches up. You can flick this lever to increase the time. Not that one though, because yeah, that drains the time. And when you run out of time, let's just say it won't be very pleasant for you. Ignoring that, you now have a funny little pickaxe that is blessed by confidence themselves, which basically just allows you to break cobblestone and some ores to gain some money. Sometimes the basement will emit a rumbling sound, which basically indicates that a cleaner is coming. Yes, they're called cleaners. That's kind of a stupid name, but they clean stuff, so it makes sense. They'll basically rush through the rooms like Rush. I mean, if you know what Doors is, you know how Rush acts. I'm not gonna elaborate further. Next up are floor dweller. Damn it. As I was saying, next up are floor dweller. Next up are floor dweller. Okay, these are floor dweller nests. They appear in front of you. They basically are holes in the ground. Just avoid them by going a bit slower. Which I know is a lot to ask when you're supposed to go fast, but cry about it. After 10 rooms or so, you will get a funny new little thing. A throwable pebble that is also blessed by confidence. This one just allows you to hit targets in the new rooms you can find, which in my opinion are a lot more creatively designed, from parkour to funny little minigames to combining the pickaxe and pebble. Get used to combining the pickaxe and pebble though, because yeah, that's gonna be used a lot in a thing that is the second Dread encounter. Just watch and see what happens. You're now stuck on a minecart track. Dread is chasing behind you and he is slightly faster than you. To prevent him from catching up, all you need to do is use your pebble when he gets close and it will stun him for a few seconds. However, the minecart track is also littered with a bunch of barricades which you need to destroy with your pickaxe. The trick to beating the second act is all about learning how to multitask between breaking the barricades and throwing the pebble when you hear Dread get close. This goes on for almost 3 minutes, so you need to get pretty skilled at doing this. However, once you reach the end, the music starts to slow down, and then you beat the second act. Welcome to Act 3, The Streets. Here, you need to observe the streets very closely, as Confidence mentioned, because this thing got inspired by Exit 8. That's right. The third act's gimmick is Spot the Difference. For those who don't know how Exit 8 works, let me just explain how to beat Act 3. You need to go through the streets looking for differences. If you find a difference, you need to turn around and start walking the opposite way. If you don't find a difference, you just continue the way you're already walking. Some of these differences could be missing windows or the manhole being offset. Sometimes even the buildings become bald. And the anomaly in charge of this is called Loop. If you fail to spot a difference, you'll just take 3 hearts of damage compared to Exit 8's just restarting the whole thing. And another little detail is that the further you get in, the harder the differences are to spot. Second of all, there are husks and winged husks. Well, I guess that's second and third of all, but you know, you get the point. These are the second and third anomalies, and they'll basically try to kill you. They show up in groups and have a small chance to be there instead of loop. To defeat them, you just simply need to knock them out with the help of your trusty pickaxe and pebble. After a while, you'll fall back into the sewers and you will be met by an eerie silence. Because nothing is really happening until you hear Dread scream in the distance. This is when you need to poop your pants, because you know shit's about to go down. Confidence reaches out to you yet again, stating that you've fallen into one of Dread's traps, and that you need to defeat 4 waves, and if you don't defeat all the husks by the end of the 4th wave, you are dead. Alright, the first wave is just normal grounded husks. It's here to give you a feel for how these waves are gonna work, and it's pretty easy to defeat. The second wave throws in some winged husks along with the normal husks, to see if you can multitask. Throughout the wave, they come in smaller groups, so they don't throw everything on you at once. The third wave, however, introduces an entirely new type of husk called sentries. Sentries, unlike normal winged husks, shoots 4 projectiles instead of just 1. Because, yes, winged husks shoots projectiles. Forgot to mention that before. And to take them down, you need to hit them with 1 pebble to make them float down to the ground, and then you can finish them off with your pickaxe. The 4th wave is a bit calmer than the 3rd one, as it is intended for you to clean up any remaining husks from the previous waves. Once you've defeated all 4 waves, a gate off in the distance will start to slowly open. It contains a ladder back to the surface, and more specifically, a street. At the end of the street lies the residence, the 4th act, which should be pretty simple since you're just here to grab your belongings. However, that quickly turns south. Confidence gets sucked into some weird blackish red liquid, and wait, that's familiar. Oh, who could have guessed? It is Dread. Dread wants us dead. Bars. And he has just informed us that we have entered the belly of the beast, so we might as well just drop dead right here and now. However, we have other plans. Upon entering the next room, you will realize that, yeah, this is not a residential area at all. That's right, this is actually the belly of the beast. In here, you need to face all of the anomalies you've encountered thus far, but buffed and in an enclosed space. So I'm just gonna rapid fire through everything that's changed between all of the anomalies before we get to the final room. First, we have Inferno. Inferno has now turned into an obstacle course instead of just an office space. You actually have to think about where you're jumping. Fires also spread all across the course, so you better be careful. Hellas appear in rooms that are specifically designed for them, and by that I mean they have a lot more twists and turns so that you will look at them more. They also spawn more often. Mimics have gotten a complete remake, where they've turned into Pick a Path, where the false ones give you a heartbeat sound, so you can't rush in too quickly or you'll take damage. Cleaners now appear a lot faster, and their hiding spot is at the end of the room, so you gotta rush to the end and hide before the cleaners get you. Floor Dwellers is probably the only thing that's actually kinda easier, as they appear a lot more often through the room, and thus trigger a lot more often, making you more cautious and fall in less often. Loop is more or less the same. That's right, loop is in this thing. And apart from having a few extra differences, they are more or less just the same. Did you like the husks? I hope you do, because now they appear in 3 separate groups, featuring sentries, of course. So have fun with that. There's also one more thing that I forgot to mention. If you ever die in the 4th act, you'd expect confidence, but if you remember, they're long gone. So instead, you get meted by this scene. Anyways, after 25 rooms or so, you'll start to notice that the room is getting more red. And then you realize that it leads to a very open area further down. And without looking, you jump down and oh my goodness gracious. That's right. Welcome to the final Dread encounter. Alright, no more beating around the bush. You're now fighting Dread one-on-one. His first attack is pretty simple. He just follows you around and teleports slightly closer every time, just to catch you off guard. Secondly, he can just teleport in front of you and unleash a big blast. There's a bunch of ways to counter this by running away or just walking backwards. It's really funny when you know how to avoid his attacks, because you don't have to move a lot. Once you've hit him about 50 times, you will go on to the second phase, where he gets 2 new attacks. The first one makes him shoot a bunch of projectiles in a spiral, so you can either walk between them or jump over them. His second attack makes him fire a bunch of projectiles really quickly, that is almost like a laser. For this one, you can just also walk backwards. Once you've dealt another 50 damage, we start getting into the real part of the fight. Now, he will combine the attacks from the first phase, being the chasing attack and the blowing up in your face attack. But now, he also has 2 extra ones. The first one is him performing 3 small dashes in quick succession, and the second one is 1 big dash. Dread also now has less downtime between each attack, decreasing from 3 seconds to just 2. And finally, once you've dealt another 75 damage, you get into the final 4th phase. In this phase, Dread combines all the attacks from the previous phases, and the downtime has now increased from 2 seconds to half a second. This fight is a true test of skill to see if you really understand the way he attacks. And if you manage to deal another 125 points of damage, Dread finally gets weak enough for confidence to pop in and deal the finishing blow. Now I feel like the ending speaks for itself, so I'll just show it to you without any extra commentary. And that was Dread, a project that I worked on for over a month now, which was intended to be for Halloween. For now, this map will not be available to download since there's still a lot of bugs that I need to work out, and honestly, I need a break, so I probably won't fix them anytime soon, unless you guys really want a download. So tell me in the comments, and if you guys really want one, I will try to work out some of the bigger bugs and upload it to the public. Anyways, let's see some clips of my friends playing this game.
I'm leaving this shit. This shit
Psych!
Psych!
You were right there.
Joey?
What? No.
Come back! Oh, you stupid! Okay. What? Dumbass!
Hello.
Echoes, by the way, I added a secret to the lobby.
Can you no longer take fun? Wait.
It's not very hidden.
Hey, thank you, Mr. Slebbit. Why is this a mythic light? No!
The first two acts are like no. Sorry. The first half of the ending of Act 3 is pretty easy. Unique. Frank joins the forces of Korea. A turnaround situation.
Sorry, manhole. What happened?
What did they do to you?
What happened? No!
We mourned the manhole.
It doesn't do anything.
No! No! It's all over! It's all over! Oh? Oh? Oh, what the fuck, man? Not again! Oh.
Oh! Oh! My God! Oh!
I guess I'm just dug out!
Try it. You won't.
Dude!
I mean, what did you expect?
I wanted to keep my emergency buttons.
Your emergency button's my ass.
Your Stuffo, where do I go? First
What?
was crazy.
I don't think this is the first one. I'm gonna be honest with you, mate.
Least broken Stuffo game. What?
Look at the man.
I mean, I may be stupid. I may be.
It can't be that tempting.
It is that tempting. But we could also play better, like FPS games. Like RC, can I just see? I see someone who crap. Chat, I might be cooked. Bro might be golden Freddy. Yo, hello chat.
We're so cooked. No, not 6:30. 6:30 is a bit early.
Chat.
Keep going, keep going.
Perchance.
Where are you going that way?
I can't lie, I thought there was a switch there.
Oh my God.
Boom, boom.
Just so you know, you were like half a second away from death. Because when he screams, you're basically dead.
Bro might be
Good luck.
Why did I hit bro for car? Nearly died to a command block.
Behind you.
What the heck is that?
What about Nova? Can Nova join?
What
Shut
the,
up.
what the fuck?
What happened? Wait, Puffer, why
What
did
the
you-
f-
No!
No! No, you went. Oh! Oh!
Ah, where's the map? I am the one Ferdinand. One Ferdinand.
Oh my God.
I farted. Just
They're
went, huh? Huh?
You don't have to wonder, huh?
You shouldn't touch it since it's been, huh? Huh?
Oh no.
Where did you go?
What the fuck are you doing?
Now let him.
I'm being greedy.
Ding, ding, ding.
I mean, knowing floor dwellers.
Where are you
I don't know what
going?
I'm doing. I love swimming.
No, what did you die to? What did you die to?
What did
did
you
I-
die to first?
Water.
Aww. It'd
you
be
didn't
funnier
get to
if
die
that's
to
a
it.
cleaner.
I know that's not what I think it is.
I got smile too, since when do you have this?
Oh my god, it's a Duret resource pack. Duret has just taken over this place. Hey Fricks, where's the text-to-speech voice and the image of a Reddit post? And the shaders.
I 305 ate my grandma's 102 F urns. Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Did I miss it? No!
Yes, you missed.
Motherfucker!
Yeah.
What the fuck is this? Why am I in the sewers now? Is this Act 3 the sewers?
Probably should say that out loud with T-Boy.
Man, shut your... Oh, never mind. Oh, this is even worse! Oh,
Took you so long.
I didn't see it yet, bro.
That one is obvious.
But I haven't seen that yet, and it doesn't.
Yes,
isn't
you
that.
have. Several times.
But I haven't seen it yet. Like I haven't noticed seeing it. I sure do want to enter. Oh no! What a surprise. Anyways,
Just enter from the back now.
I feel so schizophrenic right now with all this.
That happens. That's like a common side effect.
You motherfucker. Ah!
Ooh.
Nah,
good,
man,
that's good.
You got it. You got hit from the back.
That's all for today, folks. See ya next month. Probably.